If you're renovating in Portugal, one wrong builder can cost you thousands. I've seen people lose time, money, and the will to finish their project just because they went to the wrong builder. So today, let's talk about how you find the right builder, the right people to make sure your project runs 100% smoothly. So why does this happen so often? Well, building regulations and standards in Portugal are very loose, and tradesmen don't have overseeing bodies for a lot of the work. Many builders don't work with contracts, and their terms are very loose, and so is their scheduling. So it's hard to keep on top of where you are with the works. Another problem involved is obviously the language barrier. If you don't speak fluent Portuguese, this becomes a big problem if that's all your builder can speak. Another issue that arises is people, foreigners living abroad, think they can project manage a project in Portugal while they are living out of the country. This is not possible. You have to keep an eye on the work and make sure the project is running smoothly and according to your schedule and plans. Red flags to look out for when looking for a builder. They're not supplying you a written quotation of exactly what they're doing. They're either being very vague or they're not doing a contract at all. If you ask to see their previous work and references and they start stumbling and they won't put you onto previous contacts. Also, builders asking for large deposits, way more than acceptable, is another red flag. Or they avoid communication with you, whether that's phone call or speaking to you on site. And probably the biggest red flag of all is if the builder can start immediately. It generally means he hasn't got any work on. Now that doesn't put him in good stead to be a good builder if he hasn't got any work. Builders here are hard to get hold of. If they're available straight away, I would be very careful. How to choose and vet the right builder? Well, number one, as already discussed, get a full written quotation of the work that they are going to carry out with a schedule involved. Also, go and see one of the jobs that builder is currently working on. If you can speak to the client, even better. See how their contract went, how the job progressed, and what the quality of workmanship was. And meet with them face to face to have a discussion. And if language is a problem, get yourself a translator or a friend that can speak the language so you can deal with the builder before any money gets exchanged. If possible, use a trusted builder that has been recommended to you by friends or clients or surveyors or architects. In my case, I generally work with one builder that I was very lucky to meet right at the start. I trust him and he trusts me, and he knows the kind of work that I expect, and he delivers on that every time. So obviously this guy is the guy I use when I want a good job doing. The power of a project manager. Now this is 100% important. You need a project manager on the job. Whether that's yourself or whether you employ somebody to take on this work for you, it is very important. It is to oversee that the builder is doing the work according to the plans or according to what you have discussed. If you live abroad and you go away for 2 weeks while the builders are working, you will come back and there will be problems. And because you've left it so long, other work has taken place after that problem, making it even harder and more expensive to remedy this problem. They make the builders accountable and they make sure the project stays on track financially and with the schedule. I have had many clients here in Portugal that thought that they could build a house without a project manager. And then they call in my services later on when all the damage has been done and the remedial work is very expensive. This is from all kinds of things like roof beams that aren't the right size, which will sag over time. Floor levels are too low compared to the outside. No plastic membrane in the floors, so the damp is coming through the floors. These are all problems that a project manager will pick up straight away or very quickly, and they can be sorted out before any major works are needed. Make sure you protect yourself at the start. This is regards to contracts. Get everything in writing, costs, what's included, and what the time frame and schedule will be for the build. Never pay for work that hasn't been completed. Also, photographic evidence should be taken during the project, and then you can refer back if there's problems in the future. Keep all messages, emails, paperwork available so you can refer back in the future if there's problems. Don't rush into anything because you're excited. If you just take another couple of weeks to check out a few of the builders and to do the homework behind those builders, checking their projects, this is time well spent. There's no rush to get involved into this. Portugal has some brilliant tradesmen. Lots of them I've worked with are artists at what they do, but you have to filter out the bad ones and keep your project on top. Trust your instincts, and if something feels wrong, hold the work and check it out to make sure everything is good and there will be no further problems. If I can help out in any way, please reach out by email. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.